From a sudden flood at a dam in Colombia, causing workers to flee in panic, to a head-on train collision in California that spurred one man to leap for cover, and another incident in Norway that resulted in the obliteration of a truck stuck on the tracks, to a violent tornado in Meridian, Mississippi, tearing the roof off a neighbor's house. Here are 10 moments captured on film mere seconds before disaster struck. The Ituango Dam, situated along the Cauca River, 110 miles north of Medellin, Colombia, faced a catastrophic setback on April 28, 2018. Almost nearing completion, the project was disrupted when a massive landslide obstructed a crucial tunnel designed to redirect the river's flow during construction. With 2 other tunnels already sealed, water levels surged rapidly, triggering additional landslides. To alleviate pressure, the project managers decided to flood the engine room on May 10th. Unfortunately, 2 days later, one of the tunnels collapsed, resulting in massive downstream floods. Puerto Valdivia bore the brunt, losing 59 homes, a school, and a healthcare center, displacing around 600 residents. Compounding the crisis, experts warned of renewed landslide risks from nearby mountains, threatening water intake tunnels and jeopardizing the entire project. Fearing the worst, Colombia evacuated 24,000 people downstream, making the Ituango Dam a symbol of misfortune in Colombia's engineering history. Kismet, California, a small town near Fresno, typically experiences tranquility with its few farms and sparse population. The primary disruption to the peace usually comes from the trains traversing the nearby tracks. However, on June 14, 2006, the serenity was shattered when 2 Burlington Northern freight trains, namely BNSF number 4059 and BNSF number 4479, found themselves on a collision course. One headed north while the other moved south, and an imminent collision became inevitable due to a missed interlocking signal. Photos captured in the aftermath depict the severe damage resulting in the head-on collision, with the occupants of the front cars fortunate to escape with their lives. Notably, the engineer on the oncoming train was observed leaping from the cab just moments before impact, as his train, moving at 22 miles per hour, offered him a chance to make a last-minute escape. The Federal Railroad Administration attributed the responsibility for the crash for the BNSF number 4059, indicating that it missed the interlocking signal, likely explaining the slower speed and the grave mistake acknowledged by the engineer. The Port of Barcelona stands out as one of Europe's most bustling passenger ports, complemented by the city's role as a pivotal transportation hub across the continent. However, on Halloween of 2018, an incident unfolded when the Italian ferry, laden with cars and passengers, attempted to dock near the port. Adverse weather conditions disrupted the docking process, leading the ferry off course and colliding with a loading crane. The impact ignited a small fire at the point of collision, swiftly generating a dense cloud of black smoke within 30 seconds. Miraculously, the ferry managed to retreat the scene, as if downplaying the incident. The toppled crane, carrying 6 containers filled with highly flammable cargo, posed a considerable risk. Local firefighting efforts persisted for several hours before successfully extinguishing the blaze. Fortunately, the crash resulted in no injuries, and the ensuing fire caused minimal damage. Skien, one of Norway's oldest cities located approximately 2 hours south of Oslo, boasts a rich history spanning centuries. On April 29, 2020, this iconic city witnessed the clash of 3 marvels of modern technology. A flatbed truck carrying a speedboat found itself stuck on train tracks, triggering a perilous situation. As the driver sought assistance, crossing arms descended, signaling an impending train arrival. Complicating matters, the speeding train rapidly approached. Helpless, onlookers could only stand by as the train collided with the stranded truck, resulting in the complete destruction of the speedboat and debris scattered along the tracks. Despite the potentially catastrophic situation, the conductor seemingly applied the brakes, preventing the train from careening into nearby houses. Fortunately, only a few people were aboard the train, and reports indicated one person sustained minor injuries. The reason behind the truck getting stuck on the tracks remains unclear, with the possibility that it ran out of gas at the most inopportune moment. On February 16, 2019, a Lion airplane departed Jakarta, Indonesia, bound for Borneo. A routine 90-minute flight turned harrowing when the plane encountered a severe rainstorm during its attempted landing at Supadio International Airport. A passenger filmed the perilous descent, capturing the moment before the aircraft skidded off the runway. Despite appearances, the safe-looking landing quickly escalated into a near miss. Fortunately, all 182 passengers disembarked without injuries as the plane slid into muddy grass. Lion Air, a major player in Indonesia, had a history of safety incidents, including the notorious Boeing 37 MAX crash in October 2018. Reuters reported 11 safety incidents from 2002 to 2019. Despite a spokesperson claiming visibility met landing requirements, the incident underscored ongoing safety concerns with Lion Air. Riyadh, also known as the Gardens, is the capital and largest city of Saudi Arabia, drawing around 5 million tourists annually and ranking as the 49th most visited place globally, a bustling metropolis. It houses 7.6 million residents. Among its inhabitants is Abdullah Abu Habla, an engineer whose fortuitous escape made him stand out. While descending a parking garage staircase, Abdullah sensed the sudden burst of air pressure, prompting his instincts to kick in. He swiftly retreated up the stairs, narrowly avoiding disaster as the entire structure collapsed behind him. Although Abdullah emerged unharmed, the collapse wreaked havoc on parked cars, including his own. The cause of the collapse remains a mystery, with no reported details as of now, leaving the incident shrouded in uncertainty. Hurst, Texas, nestled between Dallas and Fort Worth, boasts a dense population of about 40,000 residents within a 10-square-mile area, resulting in closely situated houses. On April 7, 2018, Hurst gained national attention when a car driven by Arnulfo Castro crashed into a suburban home. Castro, arrested for driving without a license, triggered a near catastrophe. Officer Travis Heiser, seen approaching the house in the dashcam footage, credited divine intervention for saving his life that day, mentioning a mysterious force that pushed him away from the house just before a blast occurred. The crash severed the house's gas line, and although the exact duration the car remained in the living room before exploding is uncertain, officers heard screams after the blast. Fortunately, first responders rescued 2 individuals, and a GoFundMe page was initiated for the affected family to cover damages caused by the incident. The USS Carl Vinson, a U.S. Navy Nimitz-class supercarrier, is currently stationed in the Hawaiian Islands operations area for group sailing exercises as of April 10, 2023. Commissioned in 1983, the carrier was named after the late Georgia Senator Carl Vinson, recognizing his contributions to the Navy. In archival footage, a seasoned pilot is seen taking off in a Grumman A-6 Intruder, an American all-weather attack plane. Initially appearing as a routine takeoff, the situation took a drastic turn. Upon reaching the end of the bow, the pilot realized something was amiss as the plane failed to respond to his commands.
Instruction.
Despite control's urgent instructions to climb, the aircraft remained unresponsive. Eventually, the directive shifted to eject. On the third attempt, as the plane turned 90 degrees, the pilot pulled the handle, ejecting him and the navigator into the ocean. Miraculously, both survived the ordeal, attributing their survival to spinal compression, with the pilot claiming to have lost an inch in height during the ejection. New Delhi, India, holds the dubious distinction of being the world's most populated capital city, with over 32 million residents in the metro area. However, this populous city grapples with a severe environmental challenge, some of the most polluted air on the planet. The air quality has reached alarming levels, prompting some to characterize it as a crime against humanity. The pervasive smog often reduces visibility to a few feet, making driving on the already congested roads perilous. On November 8, 2017, the situation escalated when an exceptionally thick layer of smog enveloped the Yamuna Expressway near the capital, resulting in what local reports described as a serial pileup of cars. Spectators pleaded with motorists to exit their vehicles amidst the near-zero visibility, and 13 vehicles collided with the ensuing chaos. While 6 individuals received treatment for minor injuries, fortunately, everyone survived. The air pollution in the region was reported to be 10 times above the safe limit, with fine particulate matter smaller than 2.5 microns reached a peak of 742 micrograms per cubic meter, far exceeding the World Health Organization's safe limit of 60 per cubic meter. On April 14, 2018, Meridian, Mississippi faced a formidable challenge in the form of a powerful EF2 tornado. Similar to the historical events of the past, this tornado tore through Meridian, uprooting trees, dismantling power lines, and stripping the roofs off homes. With wind speeds reaching 115 miles per hour, the tornado left an 8.5-mile trail of destruction in its wake, causing $1 million worth of damage to homes and infrastructure. The storm prompted a surge in 911 calls, overwhelming the city's emergency response capacity. In the aftermath, Public Safety Director Doug Stevens urged those unaffected to check on their neighbors, emphasizing the importance of community support during challenging times. That wraps up today's video. We welcome your thoughts, so please share them in the comments section below. If you enjoyed the content and would like to watch something similar, click on the screen link now. Thank you for watching, and make sure to join us again in the next episode.